One of the things we share every year when we get the opportunity is how we want to fight predatory lending. I work with some of the ethnic churches, and we had a lady come in from one of those churches that was sent in by her pastor because she had taken out 2 title loans. She was a single mom, and when she took out the title loan, she thought she'd be able to pay them off in a year. After paying for a year, she found out that she hadn't paid down 1 cent of principal. I think her interest rate was 112%. So she came in and we paid off her title loans. She was working 3 jobs and had one of the women in the church watching her kids because that was the only way that she could keep up with all the payments at 112%. We gave her a no interest loan and she paid that off within a short period of time, and it was able to step back on how many jobs she was working on and spend more time with her kids. So we see consistently that the title loan companies, because there is no alternative, will entangle people in loans that keep them really in a form of slavery that they can't get out from. So we're consistently paying off title loans is one of the things we do, but all forms of debt. We just wrote off one that a woman had 4 different title loans, and we paid them off, but she still is filing bankruptcy because you have to learn how to budget. You have to learn how to manage money. You have to do debt reduction, and wealth development is a big part of what we do at Community Renewal to help people so their entanglement with finances is not something that keeps them oppressed in the world system. We believe that probably one of the greatest sacred cows is materialism and finances in America. And we know that if we put God first, then He will bless us and we won't be trapped or entangled in predatory lending.
Well, my name is Juan, and I've been married for 8 years, and we have 4 kids. My little girl, she's 1. She just turned 1 yesterday. And then I have another girl that she's in kinder, and she's 5. But then I have 2 boys. One boy that he's Spider-Man, he's 3. And then my boy that he's in 1st grade, he's 7. Okay, well, I'm a pastor at the Gospel Rescue Mission, and I oversee that pastoral care program, which means we oversee all the spiritual classes, relationship classes, but also all the chapel services and one-on-one pastoral counseling. During the last 8 years, we have had a lot of emergencies. Again, 4 kids, and my wife has always had to be extra in the hospital, and our last kid was in the hospital for a week after he was born, and I also had a lot of health problems that I've been working with, but there was always an emergency in my life, and I always went to the pawn shop, or I always went to the credit cards, and the last one that I went and I learned my lesson was a title loan that seemed really nice, really easy to pay, but when I saw my first payment, it was $500. It was actually like $580, almost $600. And I tried the first time, and then I tried the second time, and then they started acting really mean to me and sending me threats and just treating me really, really bad, and I got really, really financially overwhelmed. So I talked to a friend, a pastor friend, and he told me, you know what, you need to go see Randy. Again, I'm Pastor Juan. I've been doing this for 12 years, helping people, and I really hit my pride, hit my ego, so I finally decided, you know what, either I'm going to lose the car and go to court, or I'm going to go seek help and see what Randy recommends me to do. So I saw Randy at another pastor's meeting, and I approached him and I told him, you know what, I'm a mess and I need a word of advice. So he set up an appointment with me, and I went to his office, and I told him everything that I've been going through, and he told me, you know what, I'm going to help you with that title loan, and I'm going to give you a 0 interest loan with payments over 18 months, and then we're gonna pay off that loan. And it was like a big load off me because he talked to me and he told me, hey, let's find a perfect plan for you. Let's get you out of this debt. But not only that, but he prepared me to be able to handle other medicals, emergencies, other financial situations, and also do a budget. So everybody knows that COVID hit 2021, and I was in the middle of all this mess. Well, the good thing is that I had Randy help me how to do a emergency budget. So we had $2,000 in emergency and an emergency fund. So every time that we had an emergency, we were not able to go to our emergency fund and now use the credit card or go out for a loan. So not only that, but he helped me how to follow my budget, and just now he's helping me catch up with my bills and eventually buy a home. So we're a work in progress. We still have a lot of work to do, but thanks for Randy that he's been there to help us. Once we paid the loan, which was a $3,800 loan, we would have had paid $17,000.